push crops, he called us to be the scarecrows. They can't kill the cow. I'm right here.
Yes. Welcome back to another episode of The Culture. So I'm so glad to have you guys here. Come on, give yourselves another hand. So we usually do a segment on our shows, and this segment is called Fashion. And it's called Fashion because a lot of people are in fashion, and culture has a lot to do with fashion. You know, depending on what culture you're in, you know, you may wear things, you know, it's up to you. But I have a good friend and guest that's actually going to be on the show, and I wanted to ask him some questions about the fashion of today and what should, you know, we look out for fashion. Please give a round of applause for Frederick Ramirez.
Thank you.
So, very white. So here's the thing. I need to ask you, what is good for it in reference to fashion? Because I know people have their own type of fashion, but right now, what are we going to see for 2019?
Well, as far as fashion, it depends on the person and their own style. Because I style, so I figured I would ask you, like, say I was styling you, I will come to you and say, what's your main look that you like or your main colors?
Right.
Because what you wear is how people will, excuse me, how they would judge you as far as how you look, clothes, the colors, the style. Like, as far as, like, what I have on, you can dress down, you can dress what I have on, you can dress it down or dress it up. Like, this is a suede blazer, you can wear it with a button up, you can wear it with a t-shirt.
Okay.
As far as the pants, you can wear jeans or slacks. Like, you can mix it up, like, as far as, like, shades,
now,
glasses.
Does anyone have to, like, go really way out to actually, like, I mean, their budget? Because say, like, somebody has a budget.
No. I shop at a budget. Like, I can look like money, but it won't be expensive at all.
Gotcha.
That's the whole part of shopping on a budget. You have to know how to shop, but still make it look good.
That's right.
Honestly, I don't have on no more than maybe $100 from head to toe.
Right.
If that.
I know this guy, I'll lie to you, he wears Gucci, the same Gucci belt, he's been wearing it for 2 years. 2 years. And it's cool. I mean, it sounds like, is that the same Gucci belt you want?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But it works.
Yeah.
It works. Oh, my gosh. Thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, no problem.
You. Oh, my gosh. Let's give it up, y'all. So, we'll be right back. We're going to take a break. All right? Yeah, love it. So we're back with my guest, actually, the segment, and we're back with him, actually, Frederick Ramirez.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, brother.
Good.
Appreciate it.
I saw a lot of pictures and the things that you've done. Trust me, we did research.
Yeah, I know.
But it's a good thing, you know, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, most people that come on, we pick certain people and certain things we see. Oh no, he can't come on. But you know, we saw positive things with you. So, in reference to modeling, more so, I know you did that. So, how did you get started in modeling?
Well, it was really a spontaneous thing because I used to work for housing and I was fixing a tenant's toilet. Okay. And she was like, you ever thought about modeling? Because I guess where I was on the floor under the toilet, she was looking down at me, and I'm like, why are you looking at me like that? She's like, boy, bye. Like, I'm checking you out because I know some people that work in the industry.
Right.
And she gave me some information. She literally called a guy by the name of Mr. John Blassingame of New Day Association. She gave him a call right there in front of me.
Right.
And told, I have a guy. He's pretty nice looking. I think you should, you know, book him for one of your fashion shows. So I was like, oh, you're serious? Right. So she gave me the address. I went down there. They liked my look, and it's been history ever since.
Wow.
I've been doing it for about 6 years now.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. So, I have a question. So, what type, I just learned this. I learned it to you. I thought models was just models. No. I learned it to you. I just thought I never knew there were different genres of modeling.
Yes.
But I just found this out because I had to. So I did I was like, wow. I said it's different genres. So, what type of model are you? If I can ask.
I'm an all-around model. Like
Okay.
I do it all. Like I don't say no to. I don't say yes to everything, but I don't say no to anything, especially if it's beneficial for me.
Right.
Like, it's different levels to modeling. You can be an underground model. You could just be a magazine model, a fitness model. You could be a tattoo model. You
Right.
can be just a hair model, It's so many different ways to go about modeling, but I like to do it all. Like it's fun. Like I was shy when I first, everybody's like, you're coming to modeling, you don't know what you're doing besides what you see on TV. So that's how I came in. But once I got the training and everything, I was able to teach more people myself from what I've learned and make it my own. It's like it's so just as well as training.
Right.
It's different levels to it because some people train like boot camp, like walk like this, be this way, stiff robot. Like
Right.
I make my teaching is more fun. It makes you want to learn because I've been to classes in some boot camp. They call it model boot camp, and it's really like boot camp. And I'm like, dude, this is modeling. This is not. We're not in the army. Like relax. No, ain't nobody beating, but
You gonna walk?
yeah, but it's different levels to it. But like I said, I like it all. I like the fashion. I like the shows. I like the magazine photo shoot. My main thing is now I'm doing the background. Like I've stepped to the side to let other people shine. And now I'm teaching and mentoring myself. I actually have two of my top models that I trained and work with here with me tonight as well. Mr. Xander Barnes and Miss Jasmine Cox. She is also one of the models I've worked with. Yeah, she's in the corner, real shy.
How you doing? Good. You can say hi back. Okay.
But yeah, so basically right now what I'm doing is I'm building my own production company where I'm teaching and expanding and helping brands as far as artists, like, because my company is called The Arts Production.
Okay.
Basically, it's self-explanatory.
Right.
The art, period. Whatever, everything you see in the industry, this is art right here. Like I love it. Like I love your whole stage, everything.
You're very confident, and I
Yes.
like that. And the reason why I like that is because sometimes with not no aspersions on you, but with confident people,
Yeah.
they intimidate people. And
Yes.
but the thing is though, the intimidation is good though. You know, sometimes no, all the time it's good.
Yeah.
You mentioned about step. You know, like I think I don't want to reword you, but I know you mentioned something in reference to stepping back and pushing other people.
Yes. As far as letting them get the exposure and everything.
When certain things stick out to me when people talk, and when you said that, they let me know, okay, then God has room to bless you.
Yes, sir.
Because when you actually push somebody else other than yourself, and you already confident in yourself.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
know if you ever seen a movie called All About Eve.
Yes.
Okay. As you already know what happened with her, more so she was
Yeah.
like, I'm going, you know. So sometimes your protege could be your thorn.
Yeah.
You know, and basically say, you know what, I'm going to really make sure.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because a lot of people came to me and said, Fred, you do more for others than for yourself. I said, because there's always going to be time for me.
Right.
If I can still do what I need to do for me and still help other people, why not?
Right. I like that.
It is, it's like, just like you said, being confident.
Yeah.
Being cocky and I'm the man. It gets you nowhere because I've seen it.
I've seen it.
I've seen it in this industry, running around like you're God's gift to just the industry, period. And then people just look at you like, okay.
Someone told me, and I know my manager out there, like, yeah. Okay.
In the cut.
I don't see him because of the lights, so that's my excuse. But no, somebody told me this, and I was like, what? And I think God was testing me in reference to my response, because I'm asking God to cover my responses.
Yeah.
Because sometimes our responses could be very vulgar and very just like, and sometimes it can hurt people, but they do. But someone actually, I met someone in the industry. I'm doing it like that because they were telling me more so, you know what? You just getting in the game. You don't know nothing about this. I was like, what? And it just, I was the whole thing. I was like, okay. And usually, I'm 40 now, so if I was like 20, I probably would have said something, you know. But the thing was, I appreciate the fact that, you know, when you learn certain things and you learn people, it allows you to say, you know what, I know who I am. That's
Yeah.
why I was talking about confidence.
Yes.
So I appreciate you having
Yes, sir.
confidence. Yeah.
And I always tell people, it's not about where you came from. It's how you carry yourself from where you came from.
Right.
Because, like, I'm one brother from the urban neighborhood. I came from the hood, from the projects, but when I step in a room, you would never know, or when I speak to a certain person, you would never know that I'm from one of those
Right.
dangerous neighborhoods, because I was one of few that made it out of there alive,
Right.
or without going to jail or being shot or anything in that area of it.
So tell us basically, like, what's you have something else coming up? Like, you have a show?
Yes, I actually have an R&B showcase coming up.
Okay.
And also, Mr. Xander and Jasmine Cox is two of the artists I work with.
Hi, Jasmine.
He's actually performing.
What's
He's
his
actually
name?
performing in Xander. He's
What?
Sanders.
Sanders.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Sanders. What's up? I say Jasmine a different way though.
Is actually called Real R&B is Back,
Okay.
because
Yes,
the
Lord.
music that's yes, because the music that's out today is just,
It's not R&B.
it's not, I don't know what you want to call it, but nobody's really singing about love anymore. Nobody's
It's
really
abuse. That's what
Yeah,
it is. It's
they're-
abuse.
they're
music.
singing more
I'm gonna throw
about-
you against the wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kiss you. That's not.
That's not, no, nobody sings about making love. Like, I'm 34, but I have an old soul, so I like the Al Green back in the days, also the Up to Date in the 90s, Case and all of them. But
So that's what your show is. You having a? Where is it?
it's going to be in Brooklyn, and
Brooklyn?
it's
Okay.
going to be March 30th at the Asylum on Utica Avenue. And I try to bring as much as I can to my neighborhood as far as Brooklyn goes.
Oh, you're from Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm from born and raised in
Okay,
Brooklyn.
okay.
Born and raised in Brooklyn. That's why when I spoke to your PR earlier, he was like,
Actually, you know what? Let me apologize. He's not my PR. He's my
Okay.
creative director.
creative
I said,
director,
yeah,
excuse me.
yeah.
'Cause yes,
Don't hit me.
I apologize.
All right. So, really quick question. And I know we run out of time. So, if you could tell somebody more so, in reference to the way they look, because I know a lot of people call it ugly and fat and different things like that, or skinny, you know,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. If you could tell them, you know, in reference to encouraging, what would you say?
As far as
Encouraging
modeling-
them, because some,
encouraging-
you know, a lot of people's self-esteem.
Yes.
Is, you know.
That's the thing with modeling. Like, it comes with confidence. It comes with encouragement. Like, if you're not confident in yourself, it's gonna show in the picture. It's gonna show in the runway. So the first thing I would tell a person is what someone has told me: don't judge and don't let no one judge you, because at the end of the day, only God can stop you from doing what you want to do.
That's right.
So I've been told so many, oh, you can't do this, oh, you can't do that, you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that. And where I'm at right now, I tell people, okay, how many I can'ts I've gotten, but look where I'm at.
I like that.
So
I like that. So tell everybody where they can reach you, where they can see your next show, and so forth.
well, you can find me on Facebook at Frederick Ramirez, of course, that's my legal name. And on Instagram at Mr. Runway _all day, which is my model name. And also our business page is The Arts Production on Instagram as well. Y'all can follow us on all three of those social media networks. But we'll have more sites and websites and everything coming up real soon.
I'm really proud of you, man.
Thank you, brother.
Let's give it up for you. Thank you so much. Oh, you best. Let's give it up one more time, you guys. All right, so we're going to be right back. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go nowhere. All right?
We mix our culture with the kingdom. Yeah, man. It's that new summertime anthem right here. This how we do for the kingdom.
Now we will swag down, cross down, never minute, get the devil out.
Start this nonsense. Let's go. We mix our culture with the kingdom. 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 Mix it. Mix it. Mix it. Mix it. We mix our culture with the kingdom. We mix our culture with the kingdom. Yeah, made new, done with the old. I'm a walking lyrical scroll. No manuscript, this a godly script. I see she killed.
Welcome back to the culture. All right, so I don't know this one. No, I'm joking. But no, this next guest, I'm seeing her do amazing things, and I really mean that. I see her doing amazing things, and I'm going to enjoy talking to her. She's a model, entrepreneur. Listen, we just going to talk to her, all right? I need y'all to give it up for Andrea Michelle Blessing Game. Oh, wait. Hi, how are you? Good. You look very beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
So, I was talking to my program director. She's not here, by the way. She sends her apologies. But she was just telling me a lot of things about you. I also read it, too. I did my homework because they're so on me. Oh, Bashir, you got to read it. So, you model. Yeah, and you're very beautiful.
Thank you.
And you do a lot.
Yes.
You do a lot. So tell us how you actually got into, I'm going to say industry because you're such a Renaissance woman. Seriously. So, but we're going to talk about, the modeling, and I know you won something, and we're going to talk about that too. All right. So tell us how you got into the industry.
So back in 2014, my life changed completely because I actually broke my ankle.
Oh, wow.
But I was encouraged to compete in pageantry.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
So I started competing in beauty pageants in 2014, and I won my very first pageant.
Wow.
Miss Blessed, Bold, and Beautiful. And from there, the training that I got from other pageants prepared me for the modeling industry. So I immediately became a full-figured model. I got picked up by Queen Size Magazine and Queen Size Model Management in 2016.
Awesome.
And was going to New York. I have a model spread in their magazine, and it's just taken on from there, but I've also continued to compete in pageants and walk in fashion shows. Yeah.
God, this is blessing all
I
around.
know. It's such a blessing.
Yeah.
And I'm learning as I go, too. So.
And when I see the things that you're doing, I'm like, wow, this woman is going far. More so, because you can see what some people are going to go far because of the right people around them.
Yeah.
So when you won, more so, how was the feeling?
So,
Because you got all these other chicks around you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, who she? You know what?
well, I've been fortunate because in the full-figure pageantry industry, it's really not as catty as it's been portrayed as in Hollywood.
Okay.
The straight models, they have a whole different way of doing things. Where us full-figure girls, we love on each other.
Okay.
So the big girl love the big girl. Okay. So we support each other completely differently. We do have our catty moments because women will be women. But I've been fortunate. I've been blessed. I've won my very first pageant, and then I came first runner-up in 2 others.
Wow.
And then I won in 2018 Miss Fashion Week Philadelphia Plus, and now I'm getting ready for another competition in April, international pageant. So, woo!
It's good though. It's good though. It's good though. It keeps you busy. But how did you feel like when you won?
Well, I felt like, for one, you always get over that shock. It's very shocking first, but
All right, I can't even. I don't play drum.
Are you gonna reenact it? That's how you do the drum roll.
Miss Andrea Michelle Blessing Game. Go ahead.
It's not that dramatic.
No. Oh my gosh! Move.
No, I was more composed than that. But it's just an honor. It's a privilege because, people who you don't know always what the judges are looking for. Okay. So when they call your name, you kind of hope they call your name. Right. Please, God, call my name.
Right.
But, there's a possibility that they might not call your name. So there's always that excitement there. Like, yes, they called my name.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, you didn't win. That's... But girl, you got it next time. You got it. But I haven't won them all, so I was that girl many times, okay?
You didn't win. I'm sorry. I know.
But it's always a great feeling. It's truly an honor. It's like, and then you get to represent and you get to do what you don't know what other opportunities come from that win. So it's always a wonderful experience.
Wow, that's good. That's great. So I know that you model as well.
Yes.
So talk to us a little bit about that.
So I am a runway model,
Okay.
But I have done editorial work, and I think that's one of my weak
what's
spots
that?
right
What's
now.
that?
So editorial is when you're featured in magazines and publications.
Okay.
Where
Okay.
you take literally pictures for brands.
Okay.
Like as was mentioned by the other model.
Right.
So, but runway modeling is actually when you're walking in fashion shows.
Okay.
And walking for a specific designer. They want you to show special garments at special events.
Wow. Okay.
So that's what I do most of the time. I actually am a runway model for several designers. Yeah. So that's a big deal in and of itself. And I'm working on my editorial piece.
Wow.
So,
I
I
love
want to
it.
get more pictures
That's
and more
what's up.
publications.
That's what's up. I was going through some stuff, and I was at my mom's earlier, and yeah, she's holding on. But I was going through some stuff, and she was like, "Oh, she's beautiful." I said, "She going on the show?" She said, "Oh." So I said, "You want to come?" She said, "No," but. She said, just because she's beautiful don't mean I'm coming. But I was like, okay, I don't know what that meant. But she was looking through some stuff, and I was just, I was saying to myself, we, most of the times Hollywood looks for, they're making girls throw up. What's that called? Binging? Up, yeah, they're making girls, have, fake things going on, and I can't say on because it's a Christian show, but they got, it's just crazy because I'm seeing like younger girls now, wanting just a different image than what they were given. Mm-hmm. How would you talk to a young girl and say, listen, how would you talk?
So for me, I actually dealt with self-esteem issues.
Okay.
I have been fortunate. I never had an eating disorder, but I, like most pre-adolescents, deal with looking in the mirror and not liking who you see, look back at you, and trying to do things to harm yourself. Then you don't really realize that it's going to harm yourself because you don't like who you see. I'm fortunate because I was given a verse of scripture, Jeremiah 29:11, if anybody doesn't know.
Love it.
And that's become one of my life verses because it's, God has a plan for me. No matter what I'm going through, I know that there's something greater for me, even more than what I can even expect for myself. When you learn how to understand that God loves you, the Creator loves you, it's easier to kind of say, okay, I can love myself. And then I've met people who wanted me to love them too. It's like, well, I was told you got to love yourself in order to love someone else properly. So with that kind of formula now in my years of age, it's now become easier now to accept who I am. I had a son and gained 1 million pounds and I felt like I was going back to that pre-adolescent stage and I didn't like who I was until other people looked at me and said, but you're beautiful. You could be a model. You should get into pageantry. And I was like, who, me? What?
Yeah.
And it shocked me even about myself. So I had to go through that transition, even again as an adult woman. So it's sometimes, it'll sneak back up on you. And even now I'm working on losing some pounds and slimming up and toning up. But I will always be a proud full-figure model. Thank you very much.
I love it. So when is you said you have something coming up. When is it again?
So April 20th, I will be in the Caribbean at St. Vincent competing in the Miss
That's nice.
Plus Size Universe Pageant International.
Wow.
So,
And
I'm
you
Miss
traveling
America.
too. I see. Yeah, that's good. And I do encourage that. Please go outside. Some young girls don't even go outside of their neighborhood. I asked a young girl today. I said, have you ever been outside of Philadelphia? She said, the only thing I have been on is the Spirit of Philadelphia, and it went to New Jersey. It kind of broke my heart because I said, you should see more. And we just stay so stuck in one place. So I applaud what you're doing. Who you brought somebody with you?
I brought one of my friends.
Hi, how you doing? All right, God bless you.
I got people that like me a little bit.
No, people like you.
People that like me.
That's right. Listen, if one or two people like you good. Trust me.
I love
You
it.
good.
Yes.
So, can you tell everybody where they can reach you? Just see you. I want to. You said the Caribbean.
I'm going to the Caribbean, so if you can get that flight, you are invited. Oh no, not on this budget. No, not. But I do more than just
I got
pageantry
$1
and
right
modeling.
there in my pocket. So.
So I can be reached on Facebook at Andrea Michelle Blassingame, at Instagram at Miss A Makeup 33. I am a makeup artist.
Yeah.
And a model, and an actress, and a philanthropist.
You know what? I can tell because when you were like, you didn't win. That was like, I'm gonna remember that for the rest of the night. You didn't. I'm gonna do that too. I'm like,
I forgot who I was sitting up here with.
you didn't win. I love it. Okay, but I'm gonna tag you. You didn't win.
Don't do that. Don't do that to people. Oh my God.
All right, so go ahead. I'm sorry.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Mama Dre 09, and my website, the Literacy Empowerment Initiative.org. I'm also a literacy coach, and I have my own organization.
Y'all just coming up here and doing everything. Do you make
You have
smoothies?
to.
You make smoothies?
Do I make smoothies? No, but I drink them.
Okay.
Okay.
One of y'all gotta come in here that makes smoothies so I can
Okay.
get smoothie.
And
Okay.
I'll come back for that, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I'll drink some with you.
You really? Okay, cool.
why not?
We're gonna do a segment with you.
I win it.
Is that cool? All right,
That's
cool.
great.
All right, yo, give it up for Andrea, yo.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Love you. Wow. One more time, you guys. Wow, that's so great. That's so great. All right, so we're gonna go to a quick break because we're gonna count, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the culture, you guys. Woo! All right, so my next guest, I know him too well, very well, and I know that he's a coach for a basketball team, and he also does a lot of mentoring. He's my brother. I actually want you guys to give it up for Kyle. I'm calling him Kyle because I can do that. What's up? How you? Have a seat. What's up?
What's going on?
All right, so I know you started coaching our basketball team. So tell us how you got into that. Turn this way a little bit.
I've been doing this since probably like 1996. I started coaching like a lot of guys that played professional basketball overseas.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it from there, coaching the professional guys to like coaching my own children,
Right.
coaching,
on. Go.
coaching my own children, coaching kids in the neighborhood, coaching a lot of young ladies and stuff like that. And I've been doing it ever since.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am very, very proud of you because I've seen you grow, to a
Yeah.
certain place, and God's brought you through a lot, Yeah. So, as far as mentoring young guys, more so, like, what's your aim on that in reference to, like, more so because I know that is it like within the actual basketball team, or you go outside of the basketball team?
Well, I'm an open individual, so like I see a lot of kids out in the streets, and like I never forget where I came from. I'm not that just stay in the building, stay in the church type person. I'm a soldier,
Right.
so I go out there, in the dirty.
Yeah,
And,
I know you would.
I go out there and I sit with them, talk to them, and everything else. I do find that a lot of them, when I invite them to the church, they actually come, and it shocks me. Like when I see them, they say, "Hey, coach, I came, I didn't see you," and I'm like, "Yeah." So it's been working pretty good.
That's good. I like that. He's absolutely right. Growing up, more so, he was a protector too. It was more so like, I don't know. You remember the time somebody said something to me in church, and he was really about to get him. Really about to get him. I was like, I can get him myself. Because I was so small. I was like, I can get him myself. No, Ben, shit, I got this. But so he is right when it comes to guarding, young boys and stuff like that. I know that you. I know you sing.
Yeah. I actually just was showing your pictures, or our group pictures, when we used to sing. We all used to sing together, me, you, Kenny,
Jeez.
Austin, Jamie. You know, a lot
That
of,
group was so corny.
I mean, it was fun for me though.
It was so corny.
It was fun for me.
It was corny.
Anyway, it was fun for me because you know, it was my getaway from the getaway. You know, like
Right.
you know, like not having a mom and living on my own, and
Right.
you know, like selling drugs, being out in the streets. When I used to walk up to the church, that was my getaway from all the pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know, it was even though some of them guys couldn't sing, and I always thought we was the best singers, I still
We
enjoyed
were.
it.
You thought. There's no thought, brother. I'm joking. No, you're right. So, where do you want the mentoring to go? Like, do you want it worldwide? You know, do you want your own company reference to? I know you have it, but like, do you want it like spread out as far as like a worldwide type of?
Well, you know, my goal is what God's goal is. You know, I never woke up and said, okay, this is my vision or this is what I want to do.
Right.
I remember years ago asking Pastor Smith, you know, what does it take to be a pastor? He looked at me and said, you'll know, and just walked away. And
That's him.
I was upset because I was like, what does that mean? And then years later, you know, making the transition, going through a lot of pain.
Pastor Smith was the type of person. I'm lying to you. You'll say, Pastor Smith, I'm going to go get some fries. Don't put salt on it. And then leave. Like, what? Was that from Jesus? Like, I'm not. And he would say that. And then, I lie to you, I asked for no salt, and then it would, and it would help me that day. So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so Pastor Smith, I never forgot what he said. He always opened the church up to me. You know, I always had a place of escape. And, you know, on Wednesdays we would go there and practice our vocals and everything. And, you know, one day I started getting it, you know. But it took a lot of suffering. It took a lot of pain and a lot of backsliding and a lot of God allowing me to go through to see, like, your decisions are leading you the wrong way. Like, you can't make it without me.
Well, let me say this to you. I hear a lot of people say, I was in the dark places. I went there and I shouldn't have went there, or I did this, I did this. The steps of a good man are ordered. That means that you're going to go in dark places. That means sometimes you may fall off. That means sometimes you may not even read your word, but he's still ordering your steps. Even if one day or a week you reject God, you say, you know what, I'm not going to talk to you, because I was mad with God, you know, for a little bit. And I just said, I ain't talking to you. You know, you took my dad, you did this, you know, you got divorced. It was a lot. You know, I said, I ain't talking to you. But he was still there. And the thing was, it was like, your steps are still ordered. Everything you went through, I already knew before all of it happened. Nothing surprises me. So when I just want to encourage you to let you know that it was already ordered. Like all the stuff, even with the, you know, selling the drugs, just everything, just to actually get to the point, just to get to a stepping stone of mentoring young boys more so, because your life is affecting them, you know, by what you have been through. And young boys today, I'll line up to you, they're a different type of young boys. You know,
Yeah.
I say boys, you know, I'm from Philly. But the thing is, they're different. And they will approach you in a very different way, to the point it's like, and I always tell people that the Bible says, he that winneth souls is wise. So we can't go to young people and say, you know what, Jesus said this, and he gonna say, we can't do that. You know,
Right.
It's more so, you know, we don't bring Jesus down to their level, because Jesus is not brought down to anybody's level.
Right.
But at the same time, we still relate to them. You know, say, you know what, I did what you did.
Yeah, well,
I smoked, I did all that.
It's funny that you say that because I always tell a lot of people, you know, I'm a strong believer on Christ's attribute. You know, when he was rejected by the religious ones,
Right.
you know, he came down to their level to bring them up to his level, and that's
Right.
what I do with, you know, the youth, the young adults, the unsaved. So a lot of times, you know, people even in the church, you know, they look and they say, oh, look who he hanging with, but they not in the back when
Right.
60 kids come back there.
That's right.
Some of
That's
them,
right.
you know, maybe dealing in homosexuality or whatever,
That's
drugs, and they in that circle, and I'm like, you know, explaining to them what the sinner's prayer of repentance is, and these kids are repenting, you know, or I get them a scripture just to play ball, and
Right.
they come and say, they fighting over, coach, can I do the scripture?
Wow, that's awesome. I like that. So really quick, Kyle, if you could tell a child that wanted to, I am gonna give you a scenario. a child that wanted to a teenager that wanted to end it all, and they came to you and say, you know what, I'm done. You know, I can't do it no more. My mom, she doesn't hear me. My dad, he's there, but he don't talk. And when he's there, he got to listen to stuff you heard. And just, you know, they just want to end it all, you know, but they're telling you. Because sometimes when a person tells you that, they are looking for the attention, so you can give it to them. But sometimes you have to believe it, because sometimes they will actually do it. So what is your advice, or more so your advice and encouragement to them, to that person?
Well, I've encountered a few people like that, and what I do is I can't be fake for nobody.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna say what I want to say when I want to say it, how I want to say it. So normally, what I normally do is I give them my testimony. I tell them about the time that you know, I was sitting on my couch, had a gun in my hand. I took the clip out, and I joked around with a lot of things,
Right.
you know, when it came to spiritual, because I didn't believe it.
Right.
But I heard a voice say, you know, you should just kill yourself. And I was like, and he said, if you kill yourself, it'll all be over, all the pain. Your mom not being here, your dad not being here, all this pain and suffering to be over. And I was like, yeah. And it felt like I was being controlled. I put the clip in, pulled the trigger, boom. I saw the fire go past my face. I sat there in the dark for about 4 hours. And I was like, well, is this what it's like to be dead? I wasn't in the right conscience. Then 4 hours later, I got up. Years later, maybe 12, 14 years later, I came back to Christ, and I was laying on my bedside, and I heard a voice say, do you know who I am? And I looked around my room like, what was that? He was like, I'm the God that saved you from seen and unseen danger.
Wow.
Now, this is what I tell these kids. Yeah. And the first question I asked him was, if you saved me from seen and unseen danger, why wasn't I dead when I pulled the trigger? Now, 2 weeks prior, after I had pulled that trigger, I went to go wash my clothes. My clothes was on the other side of the room. The couch is here. I saw this powder on the floor, and I was like looking around and touched the wall or whatever, and my hand fell through a hole in the top of the wall.
Right.
The gun head went up into the wall and like made a hole about this big in the wall. God said to me, I'm the one that saved you from seen and unseen danger. He replayed that day back into my head. Right. I said, why wasn't I dead? He said, because I moved your hand. And when he showed it to me, I had the gun like this. The gun went like that. The bullet went up in the wall. And I was like,
wow.
And I broke down and cried. And I was like, my God, right. Can a man take it what he have not the power to give?
Wow. So, very powerful. I want you to just tell everybody where they can reach you, see your boys play basketball. Remember, if God is for you.
I was just about to do that too.
Who can be against you? That's the song we used to sing, but we still corny though. So.
It was my favorite song.
All right, so yeah, tell them everybody.
I can be found on Facebook. I'm Kyle KD Antonio. A lot of people message me or they see my flyers on there, but I do mainly all my work at 21st and Lehigh on Mondays and Thursdays from 6 to 9 o'clock. I normally do training sessions with kids from 6 to 7, and I do everything free. I mean, I feel as though people get charged enough, so you know you got to do something for free.
Wow, love it. Love it. Thank you for coming on, bro. Love you. Let's give it up for one more time for Kyle, you guys. All right, so we'll be right back with the final thought. All right, don't go nowhere. Welcome back to the culture, you guys. So, my final thought for everyone would be stairs. You know, stairs. I don't like walking up stairs, especially if they're long, because I get really tired. But I noticed that when you finally get to the stairs, you kind of like, oh, I made it. Most of the times, in between the first step and the last step, and in between that, you're actually kind of going through some things. I'm going to encourage everyone to go through the go-through, because that's what's actually going to get you to where you need to go. It's purpose, it's vision, mission, purpose, and then destiny, more so. No one knows that, I always say it all the time, no one knows their destiny until you can actually sit and watch your purpose move your destiny where it has to go. If I can sit down and watch the fruit of the labor, then that's my destiny, more so. And just to know that I've served people. Always remember, whatever you're doing of significance and you're out in the public, remember that you're serving people. If they don't like the food, they're not going to eat. Thank you for coming to the place.
We mix up culture with the kingdom. Yeah, man. It's that new summertime anthem right here. This how we do for the kingdom.
Now we more swagged out, bossed out, never minute get the devil out.
Start this nonsense. Let's go. We mix up culture with the kingdom. 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 Mix it. Mix it. Mix it. Mix it. We mix up culture with the kingdom. We mix up culture with the kingdom. Yeah, made new, done with the old. I'm a walking lyrical scroll. No man, you strip this, a guy, the script. I see she killed by.